Well, hi again, folks. Today we're going to do one of the most popular recipes on the internet, chicken Parmesan casserole. It is delicious, it's fantastic, it's easy, and there's very few ingredients, making it perfect for RV living. So let's have a go. So let's get started. There's not a lot of ingredients to this recipe, and we're going to start with some chicken breasts, boneless, skinless, and we're going to brown those in a skillet to get this recipe started. So oil up a skillet with a little bit of EVOO, and then we're going to just season these chicken breasts with salt and pepper, then brown them up on both sides over a medium to medium-high heat. Okay, so while the chicken is browning, we're going to take a casserole dish and we're going to spread in a tablespoon or two of extra virgin olive oil, and then to your flavor taste, some minced garlic. I used about a tablespoon or so. Base that around, cover the bottom of the casserole dish, and then set it aside for the chicken. So now once our chicken is browned, remove it into the casserole dish and try and place your chicken breasts in a way that the thick end of the breasts aren't touching each other. So sort of alternate them back and forth. Fill that up and then set it aside. Now at this point I like to drain off the excess grease from the pan, but I don't want to clean it because I'm going to put it back on the stove top and I'm going to deglaze the pan with a little bit of chicken broth. Just to glaze it up and then pour that over the chicken in the casserole dish. So now let's begin layering our casserole, and we're going to start with some tomato sauce. You can make it yourself or you can pre-buy it. If you're going to buy it, try and buy it with the basil flavoring. Spoon on the sauce over the chicken as much as you want. I would use a liberal amount because it'll be nice and juicy, make a great sauce. And then turn your chicken, cover it on both sides, and make sure there's lots of sauce on top. So now we're going to add the mozzarella cheese, and this is where I vary from the recipe because I tend to use a lot more cheese than the recipe calls for. So take a few handfuls of shredded mozzarella cheese and throw it on top of that sauce. Put as much as you want on there, cover it up, make it as thick as you like, and we're set to go. Once your cheese is on, now we're going to take some seasoned or unseasoned croutons, your choice. I prefer the herbed croutons. And we're going to spread those over the top of the cheese. And once they're all on there, take a spatula or the back of your hand and just palm those down into the sauce. Squish them in a little bit. We want to create a texture on the bottom of the crouton when it's cooked that is very soft, yet at the top it's very crunchy. So push those down, and then we're going to add the rest of our mozzarella cheese and the Parmesan cheese. Then as a last finishing touch, I like to add a little bit of Italian seasoning sprinkled over top of the cheese. Adds a little color, adds a little extra flavor, and it looks nice. Now into the oven it goes, 350 degrees for 35 to 45 minutes, or until the chicken reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees or the juices run clear. Take it out of the oven, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then when you're ready to serve, use a large spoon or a knife to identify the individual pieces of chicken, and we're going to cut around those to serve them up and plate. And there you go, chicken Parmesan casserole. Serve it up with a little Caesar salad, some garlic bread, and wow, you've got a fabulous meal, and I think you'll enjoy it. So, as always, bon appetit.